Uh, what a boring 3 hours. Excuse me. And yes, I had a shave. And bloody oath I needed it because my beard was getting very, very bad. More importantly, I didn't even want to make this video, but I needed to because I need to keep my reviews going. Honestly, I've got no more words. It is very hot here in Australia right now, and I had to sit through 3 hours of total crap. Really. I gave WWE credit for giving us a decent TLC pay-per-view. I thought it was fun. I thought the pay-per-view was quite enjoyable. It wasn't nauseating or it wasn't bad. It wasn't this level of bad. It was actually very good. And this is how you treat, and this is what you give us. Apparently this is taped. Apparently WWE is not live at all. So, I don't know. But the show started off with Seth Rollins with the AOP. And he talked about how if anyone stands in his way, the AOP will enforce him to do the deed. I guess that means beat up people. Whatever. It was Seth Rollins right now, his heel character feels a bit incomplete. To me, it kind of feels like he's doing exactly what Bayley did when Bayley first became a heel. Like, she still believed she was doing the right thing. Like, she still believed that she was a babyface before she finally blew up and finally became a full-blown heel. I feel like that's the direction they could be going here with Seth Rollins. It just gives me Bayley vibes. Because he doesn't seem like a full-on heel. He doesn't seem to be behaving like one. So then we had the OC take on the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders. This was a pretty long tag team match. And look, I get it. You need to have a long match to draw out the time. But Jesus Christ, this tag team match never really picked up. It was just very boring, very slow. And how many times are we going to be seeing the Viking Raiders versus the OC? Yeah, I know, a few weeks ago we were complaining that, the OC are versing local talents. Yes, I didn't like them versing local talents because I believed it was a bit disrespectful to have your champions facing local talents. But honestly, you've got other tag teams on your roster. You've got people like Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins you could have used. You've got AOP. You've got AOP. You've got other teams. I can't say the Ascension because they're released. I just know they've got more teams. If they don't have any more teams, then start making some. Simple. If you don't have enough teams, start making some. Pair up Shelton Benjamin with somebody. Honestly, it's ridiculous. And anyway, the OC got the win here, so they said they're the only team to beat the Viking Raiders twice. And you hear Samoa Joe on commentary saying how the Viking Raiders should not be the tag team champions because, they lost to the OC. So the best tag team in the world, as they say, defeat the actual best tag team on Raw, which is the Viking Raiders, because they have the belts. We have Eric Rowan facing more jobbers. I mean, I'm getting I'm not a huge fan of Eric Rowan. I am just so damn bored of this. I'm so bored of him versing jobbers. I do like the guy's music. I do think his music's very imposing and it fits his character, but keeps bringing this cage out to the ring with him, and he gets mad every time someone goes near it and tries to touch it. How about a word of advice, Eric Rowan? How about you leave the darn thing backstage? How about you leave the darn thing in your locker room? If you don't have the damn cage, keep the damn cage in your locker room. How about that, Mr. Rowan? Keep your damn cage in your freaking locker room. No one will touch it. You don't want people looking at it. You don't want people peeking what's inside the cage. Keep it in your locker room. It's not like some random goofball is going to walk into your locker room and be all like, oh, I wonder what's inside that cage of Eric Rowan. I'm going to go inside his locker room. It's not like any random idiot is going to go into your locker room. Seriously. Keep your damn cage in the locker room. If you don't want anyone touching it, keep it backstage. Honestly, so damn stupid how he keeps bringing that thing to the ring and he expects people to not touch it. So this jobber hides under the ring, and then he tries to peek at the cage, and Rowan sees him. So this jobber starts running away, and this idiot fell over. The idiot tripped over, and Rowan was able to squash him like a bug, and get the 1, 2, 3. Boring. We had Lana. Yeah, we're on a roll here. We are so on a roll here. This is why this episode was so boring. We had a boring tag team match. We had another boring match with Eric Rowan. I guess Andrade's interview wasn't all that bad. And now we got another boring thing. Bloody boring segment with Bobby Lashley and Lana. I couldn't think of an insulting name for Lana. Maybe I'll think of one. But honestly, this was so damn stupid. Lana telling Bobby Lashley to marry her. Lashley teased the feud ending by saying, "No one tells me what to do." Bobby Lashley got a huge pop for that, just by saying, "Lana, no one tells me what to do." And because the fans were so happy, which understandably, we all want this shit to end. We all want this shit to end. So of course Bobby Lashley saying that was going to get a lot of people excited, thinking, oh my god, we're finally going to see the end of this. But no, Bobby Lashley was tricking everybody, and then he does propose to Lana. And then Lana becomes the biggest hypocrite on planet Earth by saying, when we get married, it'll be a happy Lana Day. Wow, well done, Lana. You hated Rusev Day, but you're okay with Lana Day. Stupid idiot. Stupid idiot, I swear to God. So next we had a gauntlet match, which made absolutely no sense. And you guys will soon see why this made absolutely no sense. I do apologize for that noise. My fan has a heater, and it likes to, make noises. So yeah, you do hear it through these videos. So yeah, I do apologize for that. So we had Andrade, Humberto Carrillo, Ricochet, Akira Tozawa, Matt Hardy, and R-Truth. Okay, there's a few issues here. One, why is R-Truth competing for the United States Championship when he's the 24/7 champion? 2, why is Akira Tozawa in this? And 3, why is Matt Hardy in this? These two guys, both of them, have been losing matches. So all of a sudden, losers get title shots? Why couldn't Buddy Murphy be in this thing? Or why couldn't Aleister Black be in this thing? Or why couldn't Drew McIntyre be in it? It would have been much more exciting if you had those 3 people in there. But the main reason why I consider this gauntlet match boring is because of how predictable it was. It was all leading up to Humberto and Andrade. More importantly, nobody cared. Ricochet had the Iron Man performance by surviving the longest, but also this gauntlet was so boring. It was so boring. The matches weren't picking up at all. Slow paced. R-Truth was first in with Akira Tozawa. Tozawa would eliminate Truth, and Truth would run away from all those bums that are chasing after him for the 24/7 championship. And then Akira took on Ricochet, which, look, I'm not taking anything away from the performers in the ring. They know how to perform. But the way WWE booked this gauntlet, it was just so slow. It was just so slow. No real excitement at all. There was no real reason for the crowd to be excited. They weren't trying to make the fans excited. They weren't trying to hype the crowd up. It's like even the fans themselves knew this whole gauntlet was pointless because what was going to happen. Ricochet would go on to beat Tozawa, and he'd go on to beat Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy got a loud pop as well. But here's the thing, right? They decided to try something funny, and WWE tried to do a controversial ending between Ricochet and Matt Hardy. There was nothing controversial about it. It was just a normal roll-up by Ricochet, and he got the pinfall win. They were trying to think Matt Hardy got his shoulders up or he kicked out. But when they showed the replay, it was just a straight-up 3 count. So I was like, why the hell would you even bother do that? Why the hell would you even bother do that? That was just pushing the time limit even longer. Then we had Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo. Zelina Vega came out and watched this. This was the longest. Listen, Humberto and Ricochet, their high-flying abilities and what they can do in the ring should have made this entertaining. But as I said, this gauntlet was so boring, not even Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo were able to make the match exciting because they weren't doing anything exciting. Now, I know it's not their fault. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking anything away from the wrestlers. But honestly, Humberto Carrillo would get the win, and Andrade would be the final man to enter, and this whole gauntlet this whole thing became a waste of time. Because Andrade, he didn't care about earning a United States Championship opportunity. All he cared about was hurting Humberto Carrillo. He ripped off the mats from the floor and delivered a brutal hammerlock DDT to Humberto on the outside. And the match was over from no contest. Because nobody won. Nobody earned a title shot. And the fact that you had us sit through basically a full hour. They had to sit through a full hour of a gauntlet that had no winner. Can I please tell you what the problem is here? The fact that nobody won is the issue. You have us sit through so many matches and you give us no winner. Fans were booing, I don't blame them. At least they didn't rain out with AEW chants at least. But all I'm saying is, this is ridiculous. You have us sit through all that just for no one to win. That's the obvious reason why they threw all those bums in there, like Tozawa, like Hardy, and like R-Truth. That's why they threw all those, never really used talents in there just to get it over with, just so we can get to Andrade doing what he did to Humberto. It was just so stupid. We had to sit through one whole hour of a gauntlet and nobody ends up winning. And the kicker is here, Seth Rollins ends up challenging for the United States Championship next week. So that whole gauntlet meant absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. Waste of everybody's time. You wasted one whole hour for that. Absolutely ridiculous. So next we had Asuka. Kairi Sane was there, so Kairi Sane is okay. Kairi Sane was there. She didn't come to the ring. She just came onto the stage and then she walked backstage. Asuka was preparing for singles action against Deonna Purrazzo. Last time we saw Deonna Purrazzo on the main roster, Alexa Bliss called her Jane Ellsworth all the way back in 2016. That was a very long time. Well, actually, that wasn't a very long time. It was about 3 years ago? 2016. Yeah, 3 years ago. I've got my math. I know my math. So it's been 3 years since we've seen Deonna on the main roster. You know, I'm not saying I'm not too impressed. I was kind of impressed with I like her. She's not that bad of a competitor, but and I liked it. I liked this because, you know, NXT never really uses her. I hope they do the same thing for like someone like Aaliyah, because I think Aaliyah is very, very talented. She's very underrated, and more importantly, speaking of people that I think should be called up, I think Bianca Belair and Io Shirai should be called up to the main roster. Because me personally, I don't see them winning the championship in 2020. Io Shirai, she can be a part of the Kabuki Warriors, because I think putting her with the Kabuki Warriors would be incredible for her. And Bianca Belair being a part of the SmackDown roster, oh my god, the matches that she could have with people like Bayley and Sasha and Alexa. Man, so many cool matches there for the EST. Also, we don't know what's happening with Naomi, Ruby Riott, and Nia Jax. So we'll find out more when they come back and what brands they're going to end up on. But honestly, I think it's time for NXT to lose some of their talent. People like Io Shirai and Bianca Belair. They don't need to be in NXT. And more importantly, they're never going to be the champions. So what's the point in keeping them there? So I think it's time for them to move up in 2020. 2020 should be the year they come up to Raw and they come up to SmackDown. So I think 2020 should be the year they come up. And I know Shayna Baszler will as well, but I just don't want her anywhere near the championship. That's all I want. So yeah, Asuka defeats Deonna Purrazzo. I didn't expect Deonna to win anyway. So the main event was Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. I guess there was good storytelling here. I wasn't really into the match, but my hero, Randy Orton, doing what he does best, man. He's just so cool. He's just so damn good. People that call him boring are just complete stupid people. How could you call someone, Randy Orton, who is very, very talented, boring? But Randy Orton, he takes on AJ Styles in a WrestleMania 35 rematch, and Randy Orton gets the win with an RKO after when AJ Styles goes for a phenomenal forearm. It sucks that we didn't see that at WrestleMania, but we saw that here. So Randy Orton got his revenge from WrestleMania. And then the OC come out and attack Orton after they defeat AJ. The Viking Raiders come down to assist Randy, but the Viking Raiders end up getting overpowered by the OC. Wow, you make your Raw Tag Team Champions look like chumps. You may as well take the belts off them. You may as well take the belts off them if you're going to treat them like that. Gee whiz. So yeah, and Raw ended with the OC standing tall. And I am predicting next week there will be a 6-man tag between the OC, Randy Orton, and the Viking Raiders. So anyway, guys, that is all I've got for you guys. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy this review. This was a very boring Raw. This was a very, 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 very boring Raw. See you guys next time.